Hello friends, this is Dr. Pawan Jagannath Tambre, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, Nashik. In last few video lectures, we have seen nucleophilic substitution reaction. In those video, we saw what is nucleophilic substitution reaction, why nucleophilic substitution reaction occurs, which are the different types of nucleophilic substitution reaction, what is the role of electrophile, nucleophile, Waving group in nucleophilic substitution reaction, and we have also thrown some light on mechanism of substitution. So we know that there are two major types of nucleophilic substitution reaction, that are SN1 and SN2. Now in this video lecture we are going to start with SN2 reaction, that is substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction. And in this video, we will explore what is SN2 reaction with the effect of substrate, nucleophile and leaving group on SN2 reaction. And in next video, we will see stereochemistry of SN2 reaction. So let's start SN2 reaction from basics. So what is the meaning of SN2 reaction? For that, we will consider one very simple reaction. So look at this reaction. In this reaction, this alkyl halide is allowed to react with methanol so that we will get this type of product. So Br is replaced by OCH3. This is nothing but a substitution reaction which is occurring at aliphatic carbon atom. This is substitution at aliphatic carbon atom. Why this is an example of SN2 reaction? During the course of reaction, when we did experimental studies, it has been observed that the rate of reaction in this case is depending upon concentration of this electrophile and concentration of nucleophile as well. It means when we change the concentration of this alkyl halide, the rate of reaction is found to increase. At the same time, when we change concentration of this nucleophilic species, as we increase the concentration, rate of reaction is increases, and as we decrease the concentration, rate of reaction is also decreased. In such cases, it has been observed that rate of reaction is dependent on concentration of both, that is alkyl halide and a nucleophilic species. If their concentration is increases, rate of reaction increases, and if their concentration decreases, rate of reaction is also decreases. And because of that, such reactions are called as SN2 reaction, which means substitution nucleic bimolecular. That is, rate of reaction is depending upon concentration of both the starting materials, substrate as well as nucleophile, and such reactions are abbreviated by symbol SN2, where 2 stands for bimolecular, S for substitution and N for nucleophilic. So this is SN2 reaction. Now we will see the mechanism for SN2 reaction. For that, again consider the similar type of example where this alkyl halide is allowed to react with nucleophile and there is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now in SN2 reaction, it has been observed that during reaction, this nucleophile attack on electrophilic carbon atom and at the same time breaking of carbon Br, that is carbon leaving group bond, occurs. Both of these steps, that is attack of nucleophile and loss of leaving group, occurs at same time, and such mechanisms are called as concerted mechanism. Okay, so please remember that attack of nucleophile and the loss of leaving group happens at same time in SN2 type of reactions. So this is energy profile diagram for SN2 reaction. Again we are considering the same reaction. This is our starting material, the alkyl halide and the nucleophile at a specific energy. When this alkyl halide and nucleophile come close to each other, the energy of reaction increases and it goes to some highest peak, which is called as transition state. And this transition state is highly unstable, so this intermediate get converted into product. In SN2 reaction, there is as such no intermediate. However, if you look at transition state, in transition state you will find that the breaking of bond between carbon and leaving group, in this case Br, and formation of bond between carbon and nucleophile, in this case methoxide anion, occurs at same time, and this is the transition state in SN2 reaction. This transition state is highly unstable, and because of that it get converted into product, and we will get this type of product. This is the energy of activation which is need to be crossed so that reactant is converted into product. So depending upon substrate and product, the SN2 reaction may be proceed through endothermic way or exothermic way. So that depends upon starting materials. So in short, this is energy profile diagram for SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, we will have only one transition state where the breaking of bond between carbon and leaving group and formation of bond between carbon and nucleophile occurs at similar time, at same time. Now we'll put some light on reactivity of the substrates in SN2 reaction. For that, remember that less substituted alkyl halide react faster in SN2 reaction. Why this happens? For that, consider this example. If you look at these structures, you will find that this is simply a methyl halide. This is primary alkyl halide. This is secondary alkyl halide, and this one is tertiary alkyl halide. When we analyze this type of alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reaction, then we found that this primary alkyl halide undergo SN2 reaction faster. However, this tertiary alkyl halide do not show reaction through SN2 path. As we move from primary alkyl halide to secondary, primary to methyl to primary and primary to secondary, the rate of reaction is found to be decreasing. However, in case of tertiary, the reaction do not proceed through SN2 path. So why this happens? In SN2 reaction, nucleophile attacks on electrophilic carbon atom from backside, and because of presence of 3R group in tertiary alkyl halide, the attack of nucleophile on this electrophilic carbon is not possible, and because of that, these type of substrates which are bulky in nature, they do not show SN2 type of reaction. However, they undergoes reaction through SN1 path. So, if you look at this slide, you will conclude that this primary alkyl halide or methyl alkyl halide undergoes SN2 reaction faster, and tertiary alkyl halide do not undergo SN2 reaction because of crowdiness of these 3 alkyl groups, which restrict entry of nucleophile to this electrophilic carbon atom. Now, look at this example so that we can understand it in a better way. In the general example, this alkyl halide is allowed to react with nucleophile, so that we are expecting this type of substituted product, the reaction. If we change the alkyl halide, then what is the change on rate of reaction that we will find out in this example. Suppose we are having these different alkyl halides. If you look at all these reactions, you will find that in this reaction, the nucleophiles are same, the product which we are expecting are same, and leaving groups are also same. However, there is a difference in nature of our substrate, that is electrophilic species. In first case, we are having secondary alkyl halide as a substrate. Here, we are having primary alkyl halide as a substrate. Here is a methyl bromide as a substrate, and this is tertiary alkyl halide as a substrate. So when these starting materials are allowed to react with same nucleophile, at that time we measure the rate of reaction, and it has been observed that the approximate rate of reaction for this secondary alkyl halide is suppose 1. Then for primary alkyl halide, the rate of reaction is almost 20 times faster as compared to secondary alkyl halide. And if you look at methyl halide, then in case of methyl halide, it is almost 1000 times faster. If you look at these 3 examples, you will find that as bulkiness is decreasing, the rate of reaction is increasing, because nucleophile will find a path to attack on this electrophilic carbon atom easily. As we move from methyl to primary to secondary, the attack of nucleophile on this carbon atom becomes little bit difficult, and because of that rate of reaction is decreasing to some extent. However, if we look at the last example where tertiary alkyl halide is allowed to react with nucleophile, then in this case rate of reaction is very slow. In this case actually nucleophilic substitution do not occur through SN2 path. It will take some another path, that is SN1 reaction. So this is because this nucleophile will find it difficult to reach this carbon because of these three bulky groups present on carbon atom. And this is the effect of substrate in SN2 reaction. So please remember, if we are having ethyl halide, then it will undergo SN2 reaction. If we are having primary alkyl halide, it will undergo SN2 reaction. If we are having secondary alkyl halide, it will also undergo SN2 reaction. But it depends upon condition. Secondary alkyl halide may undergo SN1 type of mechanism that we will see in later lectures. But for sure, if we are having tertiary alkyl halide, then tertiary alkyl halide always undergo SN1 type of reaction and never SN2, because of this crowdiness of group which restrict entry of nucleophile from backside. Now we will see another concept, effect of beta substituent on SN2 reaction. For that, look at these starting materials. These all are alkyl halides. This is the alpha carbon to which this halogen is attached, and this is beta carbon. In the first example, on this beta carbon, 3 hydrogens are there. And as we move down, you will find that on beta carbon, in this case there is a methyl group. In this case there are 2 methyl groups on beta carbon, and in this case there are 3 methyl groups on beta carbon. Now the carbon to which leaving group is attached is same, but beta carbon is substituted. So the crowdiness is not present at the carbon on which leaving group is present, but it is present on next carbon atom, that is beta carbon atom. When such molecules are allowed to react with some nucleophilic species like say ethoxide anion in suitable solvent like ethanol at some temperature, then we are expecting some product which is nothing but a nucleophilic substitution product. So this Br will get replaced by this ethoxide and we will get these type of ethers as a product, and Br is leaving group. If you look at this 4 reaction, then in 4 reaction the nature of carbon and leaving group is exactly same, but there is a change in electronic structure or steric structure of beta carbon atom. And when we measure rate of reaction for such substrates, we found that rate of reaction for say first substrate is say approximately 1. Then with respect to this first substrate, the rate of reaction for second is 0.28, that is reaction rate is decreasing, and this decrease in rate of reaction is because of this methyl substituent on beta carbon atom. Dear friends, if you look at all the condition for this reaction, then all the conditions are similar. The nucleophile is same, conditions are same, leaving group is same, but there is a difference in substituent at beta carbon. And from this statistic, it has been observed that if substituents on beta carbons are increasing, then rate of SN2 reaction is found to be decrease, because this crowdiness also restricts entry of this say nucleophile, and because of that rate of reaction decreases in SN2 type of reactions. Right, now we will see nucleophiles in SN2 reaction. What is the role of nucleophile in SN2 reaction? Please remember that good nucleophile always favors SN2 mechanism. A good nucleophile means it is relatively unstable, that is, it is reactive, therefore looking forward to react with electrophilic center, and it will immediately attack on electrophilic carbon atom of our substrate. However, if a nucleophile is weak, it means that nucleophile is relatively stable, is not desperate to react with alkyl halide, thus weak nucleophile favors SN1 mechanism. So look at this example to understand this particular concept. Suppose this alkyl halide is allowed to react with methoxide anion, and in second case it is allowed to react with methanol. In both the case we are expecting this particular product, and Br is a leaving group. The only difference in these two reactions is the nature of nucleophile. In first case, methoxide anion is acting as a nucleophile, and in second case, this methanol is acting as a nucleophile. Methoxide anion is a stronger nucleophile because it is unstable. It shows high reactivity, and methanol is a stable molecule, so its reactivity is bit less. And remember that if we are having good nucleophiles, it favors SN2 mechanism. So among these two reactions, the first reaction, that is reaction of this alkyl halide with methoxide, favors SN2 path, and reaction of this secondary alkyl halide with weak nucleophile like methanol favors SN1 path. So this is the effect of nucleophile on SN2 reaction. If we are having strong nucleophile, then strong nucleophile always favors SN2 reaction. However, if nucleophile is weak, then it favors SN1 reaction. So whenever there is a competition between SN1 and SN2, then in that case we need to look at this type of parameters, that is the nature of nucleophile, nature of leaving group, and so on. Remember, good nucleophile always favors SN2 mechanism. Now we will see some more examples of nucleophile and its relation with SN1, SN2 and elimination type of reactions. For that, look at this example. Strong non-basic nucleophile always favors SN2 reaction. Please remember these: strong but non-basic nucleophiles always favors SN2 reaction. Some examples are halides, then cyano, Sr minus and Hs minus. These are the nucleophile which always favors SN2 reaction and never elimination reaction. Consider this general example where this is the leaving group, and when it is allowed to react with nucleophile like halides, cyano or all these type, then it undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction by SN2 path. In this case, there is a possibility of elimination reaction, but because nucleophiles are non-basic, this substrate do not undergo elimination reaction. It shows only SN2 reaction. Now look at this example and you will find the difference. If we are having basic nucleophiles, then basic nucleophiles undergoes SN2 as well as E2 reaction. Note down this difference. If we are having strong non-basic nucleophile, then it undergoes only SN2 reaction and there is no elimination reaction. However, if we are having basic nucleophiles, then basic nucleophile can undergo SN2 and E2 type of reactions. For example, if suppose we are having these nucleophiles, this amine or imide or OH minus, OR minus, or these type of nucleophile which are non-bulky but are basic in nature, then they can show either nucleophilic substitution reaction by SN2 mechanism, or they can also undergo E2 type of mechanism. It again depending upon other condition. There is a competition between SN2 and E2 in such cases where nucleophile is basic in nature and it is non-bulky. In most of the cases, SN2 is favorable over E2, but by altering the reaction condition, we can shift the mechanism from SN2 to E2 as well. However, if we are having a basic nucleophile which is bulky in nature, like this tertiary butoxide, then in this case, this will lead our substrate to E2 only. and there is no nucleophilic substitution reaction, because as this nucleophile is sterically hindered, it cannot attack on electrophilic carbon atom from backside because of steric hindrance, and thus it leads our starting material to undergo elimination reaction rather than substitution reaction. So this is the effect of nucleophile on SN2 type of reaction. So please do remember, if we are having strong non-basic nucleophile, it favors SN2 reaction only. However, if we are having basic nucleophiles, then basic nucleophile may lead our starting material to undergo substitution or elimination. If basic nucleophiles are non-bulky, then there is a competition between SN2 and E2, and depending upon other conditions like solvent and temperature, the starting material may undergo SN2 reaction or elimination reaction. However, if we are having a basic nucleophile which is bulky in nature, then such nucleophile always brings out elimination type of reaction and never substitution. So this is the effect of nucleophile in SN2 type of reactions. Now we will see the leaving group in SN2 reaction. Again, you need to remember one key point, that better the leaving group, the faster the SN2 reaction. In last video lectures, we saw the tendency of leaving group. There are certain leaving groups which are better leaving group. There are some leaving group which are poor leaving groups, and so on. So in SN2 pathway, if leaving group is better, that is faster, then SN2 reaction is also faster, and vice versa. So look at this example. Now in this example, this electrophilic substrate is allowed to react with nucleophile, that is cyano, and we are expecting this type of product. If you look at these reactions carefully, you will find that the product is same, the nucleophile is same, the only difference is in substrate. There is a difference in leaving group which is present in our substrate. Now here we will try to find out what is the effect of this leaving group on rate of reaction in SN2 type of reactions. So when we did these type of reactions with same nucleophile, we found that reaction of this iodo type of compound is faster. These substrate undergo SN2 reaction slowly, and this type of reaction is never observed. Dear friends, if you look at all these three reactions, you will find that there is a difference in leaving group only. In this case, leaving group is this iodo, here is chloro, and here is hydroxo. And because of change in leaving group, there is a change in reactivity. This molecule react faster, this molecule react slower, and this molecule do not react in this particular reaction. Now why this happens? In case of first reaction, iodine minus is a good leaving group. Iodo is good leaving group. It is because Hi is a strong acid. Again, you need to correlate between acid and its conjugate base and their stability and so on. We already know that iodine is a better leaving group in halogens. So this reaction is faster. However, if you look at this reaction, here chlorine or chloro is a leaving group, and if we compare this Cl minus with I minus, then I minus is a very good leaving group, and because of that, in this case the rate of reaction is slower as compared to the upper one. And if you look at last reaction, in this case OH minus is a leaving group, but OH minus is a strongly basic species, and because of that it is very poor leaving group, and as a consequence this reaction never happens. So this is the effect of leaving group in SN2 reaction. Do remember, if we are having a better leaving group, then it undergoes SN2 reaction faster, and vice versa. So this is all about basics of SN2 reaction. I hope through this video you understand what is SN2 reaction, why it is called as SN2, what is the reaction mechanism, what is the effect of say substituents on our substrate, what is the effect of leaving group, what is the effect of nucleophile on outcome of SN2 reaction. In next video lecture, we will explore stereochemistry of SN2 path. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks a lot.